Yeah,
Hello.
yeah.
Hello. Hello. Just playing around with effects and music and whatnot. Don't mind me. My name's Dom, and this is another episode of Fake Adulting. I'd like to wish everyone a happy holiday and all that stuff. We just got done with the celebration of America this past weekend, and it was very good for me. Got to see some family, got to hang out with some friends. It was pretty relaxing. Got to eat some good food, so not too many complaints. I'd like to thank everyone, as always, for listening to any of my previous episodes. It's in the archives now. You can go to my Instagram page, Dom_Romando, and there's a link in there, and you can click it and find all the episodes of Fake Adulting and go back and listen. I haven't done a new episode in about a month or so because I have been trying to think of a way to just go back and do and talk about things that I like and I care about. I'm not doing this on this episode, but on the next episode I'll go more into detail and talk about more lighthearted stuff and things that I find interesting that aren't basically me sitting here preaching to you or telling you a story about how screwed up my life is or whatever. This will be one of the last times that I do this, that I talk about what's going on in my personal life or in just my orbit in my world or things that I'm thinking about, because that I shouldn't be preaching to you guys about shit that I'm going through, because I'm going through it. I got to figure it out. It does help me to talk about it and to try to figure out what I'm going through while I'm going through it. But at the same time, I don't know as a host if that's what people want. I don't know if people really care to hear me bitch, moan, complain about just certain things, aspects of my life. Maybe they are relatable, maybe they aren't. I get some feedback. I don't get a lot, so I don't really know what people are liking a lot about my show or disliking completely about my show. And that's probably on me because I only do this show very sporadically, but if I did the show every week, then no one would care after 2 weeks. The attention span of everyone is so small. There's a reason why this show is only 10 to 15 minutes every episode. There's a reason why I only do this once or twice a month. I just don't believe or trust in people's attention spans. So I try to make everything spread out far out so you think about it or you're clamoring for it, or you're like, oh, I wonder when he's gonna do that again, and then boom, out of nowhere, here I am and you're listening to it. So thank you. What I wanted to talk about today though is depression, sadness, anger, women, the 4 things that I am really, really, really good at or bad at, depends on how you look at things. So during this whole quarantine, my depression has been up and down, back and forth, around and around. I've been trying not to freak out every day, trying not to, cry or have an outburst or, something crazy, have bad thoughts. I've been doing a lot more breathing exercises, stretching, and just little tiny exercises like push-ups, sit-ups, stuff like that. Mostly because the anxiety plays a bigger role in my life. It makes me question everything I do and makes me feel inadequate because I don't look a certain way, or I don't dress a certain way, or I don't speak a certain way, or, whatever. Just little insecurities that don't really mean anything in the grand scheme of things, but in my head, they, they seem, instead of pebbles, they seem like boulders. And then just dealing with women in this society, for me anyway, is just a constant kick in the crotch these days. Because either one, you don't talk to them enough, or you talk to them too much, or you're too nice, or you're not, nice enough, or, you're black, but you're too black, or you're white, but you're too white, and it's very confusing for me, because I like things to be, either or, yes or no, blah or blah. I don't need all these games and indecision and, maybe I like this today, but I don't like it tomorrow type shit. And that has led me to get stood up, or ghosted before I can even be stood up. Which is a new thing. I think that's new among younger women, or women who are like maybe 4 to 5 years younger than me, or 4 to 5 years older than me. I don't know. Depends. Anyway, I just been getting stood up a lot lately, which is new. So I don't know. I just wanted to throw that out there because that's kind of rude. Like it's cool to be ghosted. Like at least I get to meet you. You know what I mean? Like I met you, and then you just kind of disappeared, which is fine. But like to be stood up, to not answer someone's text or answer someone's phone calls or something like that, I think that's kind of rude. That's kind of mean. Like, why would you have this person believe that you're going to meet them, or, you're going to go somewhere and expect them to be there, and then they're not there, or you try to confirm plans and then they just completely ghost you. That's just rude. Guys and ladies out there, don't stand people up. I'd much rather you call me out my name, or say something disparaging about a family member or anything else, to let me know that you are not interested, rather than stand me up. Don't pretend like you do like me, and then, because that's just really mean. This is really, really mean. I wouldn't want anyone to do that to me. Not to say I'm a perfect human being over here. I have fucked up. I have made horrible mistakes, and I feel like I'm living a lot of bad karma right now. I'm stocked up on bad karma, so I can't, nothing good, or anything that I perceive good is going to happen for me. And life is slowing down, and things aren't happening for me as readily as I like, or as quickly as I like. And I'm working on my patience now, and I'm trying to be less negative to the outer world. I'm trying to keep all the negativity inside and journal, write things down, how I feel, so I can get them out that way, so I don't explode or get drunk and run to the internet to explore my feelings. It's hard, man. Change is so fucking hard. Like, I wake up every day and just try not to go back into the same habits that have led me to feeling a certain way, or feeling inadequate, or feeling like I'm less than because such and such doesn't think this of me, or this girl doesn't even want to go out with me, or, I don't have people I can rely on to hang out with or go do stuff with. Like, life slows down, and that's good, and that's okay. And it's taken me so long to figure that out. Like, not every day can mean something. Like, certain days are just they're just days. They don't, you're gonna go do what you do, and that's it. And it's hard to let go of the feeling of adventure, the feeling of wanting to do more in a day. I feel like most days now I'm I'm living to get to the next day. That's it. Like, that's it. Like, I don't care about much else. It's just like, all right, how can I stay alive and get to the next day? Just surviving. It's hard to admit that, but I am. I'm just surviving right now at this point. I need to find something I'm passionate about. I need to find something I care about. I need to find something that really excites me and puts that pep in my step, if you will. It used to be this. It used to be the podcast. I used to really get excited to share and do stuff with you guys, but I don't feel that right now. I feel very um, ordinary, mundane. I don't feel hyped about a lot of things these days. I just do things just to do them for the most part. And I think because I've been so disillusioned and so disappointed so many times, and especially as of late in the past 2 years, that it's hard for me to like, I'm becoming numb to a lot of things. And it sucks. It sucks to say, but I'm working through it. I'm working my hardest to change and try to get passion in my life and find some type of meaning for myself and stop looking for others for my happiness and comparing myself to others for happiness, because it's a losing proposition. But yeah, the sad hokey shit from me is going to be over for a little while. I'm going to go back to talking about pop culture, talking about music and TV and films and politics and stuff like that. So this is the last somber shit you're going to get for a while. So if you do like this, awesome. Let me know. If you don't like this, awesome. Let me know. Either way, I really want to thank everyone who has encouraged me to continue to do this, and people who have given me ideas, and just everyone. Shouts out to everyone. And yeah, I'm Dom Kamen. This is Fake Adulting. Have a great day, night, and life.